Okay, so I am making a mold for Serena to use for her sugar paste project. I had some experience making these molds before, so she asked me to do it. We ran into some difficulties early on. Serena sculpted this bug, which is a wild silk moth. It may look like a Tootsie Roll, but that's just the clay that it's made out of. So what we tried to do is make a two-piece mold so that she could take a little log of sugar paste, put it in there, put it in the mold, and be done. And it didn't work out so well because the bug got stuck. We tried a different technique to pour it again in a two-piece mold, and as you can see, that one didn't work out too well either. So Serena decided to back off a little bit. Deciding that making a two-dimensional sugar paste worm might have been a little ambitious, as the first time she ever did anything with sugar paste. So instead, she sculpted smaller worms, and then we're making a one-piece mold out of this. So what we're going to do is we have them in the box. These are made out of just polymer clay, glued onto the bottom of this. I've put a resist on top of it, a mold release. In this case, it's just Vaseline. And then I have the plaster, and we're going to pour it in. And what will happen after this hardens, we'll flip it over, take this box off from it, and then turn it upside down so the part of the mold that is currently glued to the bottom of the paper, the bottom of the box, will be open. So you can just squish in the sugar paste and pop it right out. At least that is our hope. And so now the plaster's been poured, and there's probably air bubbles around the details of the worms, so I'm just going to pound on this to try to release those bubbles. Okay, so this has started to harden up. We poured it about a half hour ago, so we're going to try to demold it and see what happens. And hopefully this will pop right out. It's okay. Broke that guy in half, but the mold is the important thing, not the master. Aww. It's okay, Mason. Alright, so there is the push mold, the cavity that Serena can just take the sugar paste, put it into a little log, press it in there, pop it out, or dust it with powdered sugar or some sort of flour, press it in, pop it out, and it'll be a sugar paste bug.
Now we have to just get the other three out.
Can I eat one?
Not yet.
Later, honey. Right.
Okay, so I have my sugar paste that I have kneaded into a workable consistency. Kind of feels like Play-Doh. And I have my mat. What I'm going to be making right now are the leaves for my silkworms. I've kneaded gel colorant into the dough. It's a commercially available colorant that's non-toxic. It's for icings. So I've kneaded it to this green color, and then I've put powdered sugar on my rolling pin and on my rolling working surface. And I'm going to roll out my dough. I'm going to have to work fairly quickly because it does dry out kind of quickly. Some sticking. Hope I don't. A little bit. More sugar here. Kind of like rolling out pie dough. Anything. Oh, it's sticking over there. That's not good. Oh, it's sticking everywhere. Poop. Oh. Boogers. Well, this part's not stuck. So I'm going to take my cutout for my mulberry leaf and take a knife and cut out my shape. The rest of this, get this scooped up, unstuck. Put the rest of this in some plastic wrap. Hopefully it won't dry out quicker than I can get this one leaf worked with. Okay, so there's the leaf. A little bit more sugar. Make sure it doesn't stick. And take some tools and just basically draw some veins on the leaf to make it look leafy. And that's my first one. I'm going to move it to the side. Let's see if I can make some more.